Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, today we're just going to dive into a really quick check-in. What can we see Divine Creator for the Divine Feminines coming up? What do the Divine Feminines need to know? Let's see. What do the Divine Feminines need to know? Manifestation came out on the side. Okay, what is the energetic? Oh, I'm being told to get another card. So manifestation concerning what? Ooh, timing, tact. So it's all about syncing up with divine timing, I'm hearing. This is the queen of having seen a few things through firsthand experience and now transforming the way that one perceives and acts through tact, timing, grace, allowing. Wow, this can be really coming into impeccable alignment with what is for you, Divine Feminine. Let's see what the energetic experience or benefit or what else we can get. Cellular light, bioluminescence, self-illumination, simplicity. So to keep things energetically simple, we have to factor in our own unique perspective with what is showing up in our reality. It's very, very basic, but how many times do we filter through the past with not thinking things are going to work out favorably, or we're too ahead of ourselves wanting to get to the good part and not just dropping into what is there now. Presence, simplicity. There is always a reason, always a beneficial way of looking at timing. So it's catching stride and enthusiasm, learning, generosity, and fortune. So timing is everything. This aspect of coming into the present moment is being in alignment with the timing. And Chamber of Exhilaration gives us the key that when we are in sync with the appropriate timing, we are at our most enthusiastic. The stoke factor is high. Learning, we're open, we are able to assimilate new energy. Generosity, we can give of self from a pure place because we have enough to give, because we're good. We're good in that moment. And fortune, all abundance comes to us because we have no expectation otherwise. Beautiful. Okay, what's coming up for the Divine Masculines? What can we see for the Divine Masculine collective? Wow, okay. Reunion, energetic connection, reading the energy, prepping for union, I just heard. So Divine Masculines, reunion, pardon me. But union slipped out, so who knows? Some might be coming into new stages of union. Some Divine Masculines know that you're going to see them again. They are already feeling into energetically what that will be like. I'm taken with the kids playing here. So also they want to keep it light and airy. They want to keep it in this positive interaction. They want it to be the best that it's been yet between the two of you. And I believe this is a masculine, even though it looks like there is a skirt here, there's a beard anyways. These children are running towards an elder. It looks like a masculine elder. So I'm getting the feeling like you could meet family, Divine Feminines, but Divine Masculines might be joyfully preparing to introduce you to somebody else in their circle and feeling into what that's going to be like. I just heard it's unavoidable. There will be an increase of overlap between the worlds. And for Divine Masculines, why is this illuminating to you? Spiritual strength, virtue, and valor. Your capacity is growing. So, not only are you stepping into being more comfortable with being yourself, but when you add your other self, your true divine counterpart into the mix, that's an even more finely tuned instrumentation of authenticity. It's even more difficult to hold your own around others when you've got a perfect mirror, a reflection, and somebody so intuitively connected to you. It can be extra special, extra sacred, or it can tank extra hard. So divine masculines who are considering bringing divine feminine in to meet family, mentors, friends, it's going to go well. Look at this joyful, playful energy. But it's also a congratulations that you've balanced out to the degree that you can manage that. Or if it's unavoidable, take that as a spiritual badge of honor in a way. I mean, that's kind of egoic, but I don't mean it in that sense. More that if that's coming up and it feels unavoidable, that you are truly up for the challenge. If you have a fear about it, it's likely not going to manifest. So put that down. And it's not because it's of a punishment, divine masculines. It's just the way intuition works. If you have apprehension, it's your higher self foreshadowing that it's likely not going to play out the way that you fear in many cases. Okay. There's a difference between knowing that you're putting yourself in harm's way and then having certain premonition type of a fear. So having said that, drop into the difference between those. Really feel into whether you can tell the difference between a genuine logical reason why you might be forcing it and it shouldn't happen, or any actual concerns that might be needed to put down so that you can be more present with what will happen at that time. Okay, let's drop into a daily divine masculine reading. What can we see, divine creator, for the divine masculine polarity? What are the divine masculines thinking about the connection right now? What are they feeling on the heart space for their divine feminine? What are they wishing for the connections at this time? What is the action they are taking that will lead towards union? What is the biggest challenge? What is the spirit guided solution for that challenge? And where, oh, where is the energy going in the near future? The next 3 weeks, what's brewing in the collective for the next 3 weeks? Okay, conscious mind, divine masculines. Ooh, Page of Wands, Son of Wands. I just heard we're on the same page. Both of these are in the reverse. So we're going from the hot and cold ghosting and the could this be a spiritual journey to, oh, I'm catching stride with this. I see how it's more than lust. I see how this opens the door for a grander view of reality than I once suspected relationships could align with. So divine masculines are I heard catching stride with the journey as well. And 5 of Swords for divine feminines. So this is the free will interpretation. The cross imagery here, I'll often observe myself channeling through that the cross to bear for the feminines is letting go. Learning what, surrender, letting go of the overaction so that there can be I can't even say the word. Receptive energy. Allow love and pleasure in. I'm just saying, that is receptivity. So the cross to bear for the feminines is not overdoing it and just taking that breath and allowing it to sink in, to be felt, to come to you, to be experienced. Divine masculine's cross to bear is that whole idea of needing to be sure, needing to wait longer, not coming forward. It's the resistance to going all in, losing the freedom. There are ways to look at this journey from both of those crosses that offer a fresh unity conscious perspective that happens with maturity and spiritual wisdom. So divine masculines are starting to see something in a new way. Beautiful. What is the heart space? I actually tried to take another one there. Oh yeah. So open to any potential and opening the heart, believing in higher love, trusting the magic, knowing this is real, seeing that they don't have to have a predisposed assumption about what talking to divine feminine will lead to or mean, what hanging out more often would lead to or mean, what anything in the past has implied or not. There is just this sense of an open wonder that this is like no other connection, and it's fascinating. I'm just getting a fascinated energy there that's allowing for safety. I'm seeing a deer at the edge of a meadow, like coming out and wondering what's this big world. That skittish deer that keeps popping up in the energy sometimes. Now we're getting judgment as the clarification. So this is in the reverse, meaning some things are going to be seen. And we just got that with the waiting to see what will happen. And we had in the first bit, divine masculines understanding that there is this reunion energy again. We saw that a little while ago, and now we're seeing that anticipation. So divine feminines, don't base any consecutive interaction here on the past. Let go of the expectations for the future. Come on the same page with the masculine and enjoy every chance you get to connect with your person as sacred. Nobody owes anybody any further communication or attention, or and we're never promised tomorrow. So whether it's taken from us or there's a free will choice not to engage in it, every time we interact with somebody that we care about, it is sacred, it is special, it's brand new, it's in that moment, and that's what we have, that's all we have. So cross those bridges, experience those new memories in the making at the time. Divine masculines are feeling it on their heart space. They're just open to this. What are they wishing? 3D balance. They're wishing to be around you and be normal and not be weirdos. And to just chill and have it, have the fire protected, have it workable. 3 of Wands in the reverse here for the feminines. So divine feminines, keep an open mind, just like your divine masculine. Believe that your divine masculine can show up and not be awkward AF. And divine feminines, you're also coming into being able to handle your own authenticity in proximity to your masculine. So, it's a journey. Everybody is getting there. What can we see for action being taken? Okay, wow. Divine masculines are curious about what else could be true about future. So for many, they did invest in things that didn't pan out on some level. That can be business, relationships, whole college careers, I'm hearing. Wow. So for some, they are seeing it was misguided, it was coming from an unhealed aspect, an immature aspect, and they are now joyfully and freely looking to other endeavors. I just heard they're looking for other possibilities. They're looking to expand upon what they had, or to channel, redirect the energy they invested somewhere that they thought would be long-term in a new direction. What can we see for the feminines there? 8 of Wands. You might be feeling the moving and shaking in your soul. You might be inspired to, I just heard, get amongst it and celebrate and have more fun right now. You might be feeling like a bottle of champagne has been uncorked energetically. There might be some celebration. So whatever your divine masculine is unhooking from, making the cut away from right now, you might be getting kind of this frisky energy. I'm getting that message, divine feminine. Super cool. What is the biggest? Oh, I just, yesterday's reading with all the 3 of Swords, I remembered when I was going to bed last night that was also, if I wasn't so tired when I did that one, my human would have remembered one of the messages that the divine told me, make sure I say it today. And that is the original separation wound. The reading right before the one yesterday, there was an illumination about how the original separation wound, being in 3D and not in the all omnipresence of divine energy beyond the veil. When we incarnate, we're suddenly in limited form. So that was part of the Three of Swords energy in yesterday's reading. Some of you I know picked up on that without this message, but at the same time I was guided to mention that. And so some of that anxiety also yesterday, the intensity for some, that is the cold feet I just heard with your divine masculine moving and shaking up their world by making some choices, and you're getting this kind of roller coaster ride over this last couple of days where your divine counterpart is literally making these major changes at this time. Okay, what is the biggest challenge? Having decided to go towards abundance, the cosmic, the bigger picture, divine feminine, and just that it's brand new. What do we do with that? There's a brand new direction, a brand new availability, more time, more resource, more wisdom, more love. And now what is the clarifier for that is justice. Beautiful. So now it's justified. Whatever was holding your divine counterpart, there's been a little bit of an elastic band slingshot event with some fear, disintegration, panic, cold feet, last minute, going to the energy of today where it's like, yes, I've got this, feels good, I made the right choice, freedom's coming, and we get this kind of justified new beginning. Divine feminines, many divine feminines are beginning to feel this energy of becoming, that it's justified, of getting ready to get to know the divine counterpart more, to be able to spend more time just really understanding who they are, being in their presence, being graced with each other's presence is what I'm hearing. What is the solution? Divine masculines, unconditional love of the things that you still have held judgment or false perception over your divine feminine. Anywhere that you have been in ego, divine masculines, anywhere that you've been looking through the lens of the 3D, the stereotypical, the cliche, projecting what you think you know about connections, about people onto your divine feminine, that's the advice here. In order to move this forward in a justified way, there is just this last remaining clearing of any of the lower vibrational assessments of the connection, making sure that as you do that, you don't want to rush into something just because you feel you should. There is a very analytical and legit, profound knowing that surpasses guesswork. When we just follow our heart blindly, sometimes we don't feel stable. Part of the journey is finding that stability through literally doing the work to see things clearly and wisely, asking to be shown in no uncertain terms what the things are so that we do know on that energetic level. Four of Cups, releasing the past. Exactly. There are past assumptions about who your divine counterpart is, how they've shown up in the connection, how you've perceived them, that need to be released, and that will bring in further justice for these connections. Okay, where's it going? Bravery past. The previous limitations of heartache, the 3D, the disintegration of the fear paradigms, all of it. We're moving past all of it. We have grown, we have ascended too far to have any of this stuff left anymore. So bravely keep going. If you're not quite there yet, just know it's a journey. You're going through the tunnel. You've got this torch. You're a trailblazer. Keep asking for higher guidance on how to perceive the heartaches of the past. for what they were so that they can be transcended. Keep doing that work. And the lovers, you will always be supported by the angelics, by the layer of loving reality that exists, that is made of love. It exists whether we believe in it or not, and this card in the reverse, like it is, indicates we are seeing it in broad daylight more and more. So many blessings, everyone. Love is real. Bye for now.